The outside plant of an electric utility system is under constant bombardment from airborne contaminants. Contaminated insulators can cause power outages, flashovers, and other costly and dangerous problems. Salt, airborne soils, road treatments, and industrial byproducts can accumulate on the surface of insulators. Nature can't wash all of them away, especially in areas of low or intermittent rainfall. The contaminants in the presence of moisture can cause current leakage to ground, or worse, flashover or failure of the insulator. That's where we come in. ALTEC Industries. If it's the broiling heat of the Middle East, the biting cold of the North Slope, or somewhere in between, regular preventive maintenance with ALTEC Hotline Insulator washing systems can help you avoid power outages caused by contaminated insulators. ALTEC is the foremost manufacturer of hotline insulator washing systems in the world, providing exceptional performance in over 30 countries for utilities, government-owned power systems, contractors, rural electrics, and private companies. Whatever the geography, and no matter how harsh the environment, ALTEC puts the power in your hands to avoid power outages caused by contaminated insulators. From large to small applications, ALTEC has the right truck, trailer, or skid-mounted system for you. Transmission insulators and bushings can be cleaned with high-pressure water from the transmission tower from a truck-mounted aerial device, or from an extendable boom washer with a remotely controlled nozzle rising as high as 44 meters. The ALTEC HW80 and HW145 help you get the job done right every time. ALTEC's Hotline Insulator washing products are manufactured with over 3.5 decades of rugged, real-world use built in. These are integrated systems that control or monitor important factors like water stream and water quality. For tough jobs close to the ground, trailer-mounted washers like the ALTEC HLIW1200T or 1600T are great as is for substation washing or in conjunction with an aerial lift for line washing. Skid-mounted washers can be transported on a flatbed or built around an aerial lift for a more versatile machine, depending on your application. Whatever your size plant, wherever you're located, and no matter what your environmental conditions, ALTEC Industries has a complete line of hotline insulator washer systems and accessories. But our services don't stop there. At ALTEC, we are dedicated to helping crews work safer. In addition to providing training for operation of ALTEC equipment, we can provide you with referrals to trainers that can teach your team the proper hotline washing work methods. Contact your ALTEC representative to learn more, or visit altec.com.
I use this truck for roof trusses. We do a lot of roof trusses for builders, big buildings, 200, 300 foot long building.
You know, there's nothing in our distribution system that I don't think this truck can handle, and even transmission.
We also have about 100 air conditioning companies that we do hoisting for. Big part of my business. We average between 20 and 30 jobs per week with 2 men. And we have 3 trucks, 2 127s, and then we have a 26-tonner with a big flatbed on it that is great for transporting, and we take units away, we pick units up. We also do a considerable amount of steel work, and then we also do rigging work with heavy machinery, 10, 15-ton machines, load them on trailers. It does the job.
Whoever set it up probably did line work himself. The way I look at it. That's probably the easiest sense I can give you.
The smooth controls are when you're doing work and you're close to men, you can really feather it very smoothly. The machine performs extremely well. It's got a lot of reach on it, fast load line. It's a perfect machine for doing the roof trusses, steel beams, and I'm very pleased with it.
It's very easy to control. Say you can be rotating clockwise or counterclockwise, and you can cable down and stinger out all at the same time without losing any of your speed.
The computer system is right on, makes it very simple to work. Very, very simple.
It's almost like as smart as a computer. I mean, you know, this is definitely new technology and something we're not used to.
Well, we've been very fortunate to have a relationship with the ALTEC group. We have found ourselves in a position where we have many different types of machinery, many different types of products, but the service that we've received since we first started to work with ALTEC has kept us coming back. We bought lots of pieces of equipment from them whenever we have any kind of issues that may come along, as you typically do with mechanical equipment. We find ourselves in a situation where we have direct point of contact, direct point of response. We found ourselves having immediate turnaround on our equipment. We have interaction between all the responsible parties, and because of that outcome, we buy more equipment. The customer knows that when we drive on the job site that we provided them with a piece of equipment that's more than capable of doing the work, meet their time frame, meet their budgets.
The winch line operates from the front of the crane by the front outrigger. Nobody has ever seen that before. That's a real nice feature. Saves you a step from running back into the crane.
Operating it is very smooth, you know, it's basic, nothing too complicated. You know, the computer is pretty simple, it's accurate, and it's really there's nothing too complex. I love the machine, it's a workhorse.
And we are working in Coney Island, New York at the famous Luna Park in Brooklyn, New York. We have our two ALTEC cranes here, working hard every single day, 12, 13 hours every day. Reliable, dependable. I couldn't ask for nothing more. They are a strong machine. We are making picks here, 20,000 pounds. It is truly a wonderful machine.
It's like driving a car, you know, it's comfortable, you get there fast, you don't have all the problems with the weights and the road restrictions. So, I mean, pretty much you go whenever you want with this crane.
They are 360-degree swing. They have very good capacity when you're really out there far, and excellent capacity even when you're close. They're easy to operate, very, very easy to operate. They have a smooth swing to them, load line's fast. It's just a wonderful machine. I can't say enough about it, and they're very reliable.
14 hours a day, 7 days a week, for a month straight without one problem.
As far as running the truck and setting it up, I think it's just as easy to set up as a lot of our digger derricks.
I like the idea that the controls are not in the middle, that you actually have to go from left to right to see what you're doing so you don't smash into anything. When you got men up on the roof, you got to be very careful of what you're doing. I've been doing this 43 years, and this is one of the best machines that I have ever encountered. It's a fast machine, load line that's high-speed load line just zips them up there. Boy, it does a wonderful job. And when you put it into low speed, you can really feather it nice and slow, and it's got a lot of pull, a lot of power. Compared to other cranes which I had, the ALTEC crane was priced right. It sure does the job. And factory support that I get from ALTEC if something happens, because we all know no machine is absolutely perfect. But when I do have a problem, I could call ALTEC up and I get a call back right away. Their service rep, their mechanics, they come to my yard, they fix them, and no problems.
You have a group of guys that you're working around that are as good as I think they are, and you trust each other. Just having this tool right here makes it that much easier.
There is nothing left to desire. It's just what the doctor ordered. I couldn't make it better.